Hey there, Brick fans! Welcome to another Brickmad Live this morning. We are going to be making the Ewok Village, one of my favorites, one of my all-time favorites from the movies as well. I know Ewoks are like a thing. I didn't realize that so many people did not enjoy them. But yeah. 100%. I am keen as to jump in and keep building this one. I have actually started. Oh, there we go. There we go. Not sure if you all caught that intro, guys, but we are building the Ewok Village this morning, which is going to be a lot of fun. I've started building this one here, as you can see, so we'll keep going with that one. This one is my all-time favorite playset build that they've done. I love the Ewoks, so I'm really keen to get in. Hopefully I get some viewers this morning. I know SW Bricks just went live as well, so that should be fun. But hopefully some of you guys can join and we'll have a good time doing some building. Now, full disclosure, this one is actually this one is a rebuild. I have built this one before and taken it apart mainly because we moved house back from New Zealand. So I know there was a lot of problems with this one too, with the breaking of certain things. I'm just going to start up my music. There we go. And I'll just check one thing. Okay, we'll just see how this is going. Okay. Good. Now, I'm on, this is the wrong book to start with. Because I was like, oh no, I've already lost a piece. I haven't though, thankfully. So we'll move that over there and we'll get building on this bad boy. Gonna be pretty chilled out this morning, guys. Nothing too mental. I've been building Batu the last couple of streams, so I thought, you know, I'll jump in and do some of these sets that I've got outstanding, because I do have a big backlog of sets. And to be honest, I'm kind of just taking, it's nice to take a little bit of a break from building the big mock, just because it's like a lot of thinking, and thinking and talking is not really my forte. But I figured this would be a good opportunity just to jump in and build this one anyway. See how it's going. What am I looking for? Okay. Keep building this bad boy. Hey there, greetings from Australia. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I'm searching for a dark brown slope. There we go. I'm not really a big playset fan, to be honest. But I'm more of a collector, like a UCS sort of collector series guy. I like stuff that looks nice on the shelf. But this one did definitely jump at me because I do like, as I say, the Ewoks. I hope the music's not too loud. Sounded alright when I did the test, so hopefully it's all good for you guys. I tell you what, the one benefit of not having loads of people on chatting this morning is that I do actually get a lot of time to build. Because I tend to lose concentration on the actual building and get too chatty with people. I love these little mushroom pieces. So cool. Like, so cool. Love those mushroom pieces. Just add a lot. See that in there? They are really cool. The stream's on a lag, so like when I watch myself, I'm like 30 seconds behind me. So when I held that piece up just then and like tested that it was like in focus and everything, you can't really test it, you just guess. That would probably tell me. Okay. But yeah, it's good when it actually then goes into focus and it works. There it is. Other one. Put that camera's probably a good idea. Hey, Southern. Whew, he's here, finally. I was hoping you'd join me, Southern, for a chat. I assume you've seen the Eclipse trailer this week. Oh, 100%, dude. This Ewok Village is pretty cool. Like, to be honest, I don't really rebuild sets too often, but this one I think I'm going to enjoy rebuilding this one. But the only problem with rebuilding this one in particular is that a lot of the dark brown pieces at the time LEGO were building were heaps brittle, so when you take it apart they just fall apart in your hands. Like LEGO are cool with replacing parts and that, but yeah, I just find that you don't want to take it apart too many times. Like, we've lost pieces to this one for sure. Oh, no way. I'm going to have to check that out. I haven't seen that one. I really am. Because I was the same. I was watching, I was like, oh, imagine if they did a set like that. Or imagine if they did a set like that. And there's one planet on there that kind of looks a little bit like Batu, which I'm interested in. I don't think it is Batu. Unless it's like a different, like a city on Batu or something like that. But I don't actually think there, as far as I know, there isn't like a city on Batu. It's the one that's kind of almost like a mix between like Batu and Naboo. %, man. I'll watch it straight after this. There's just so much content out at the moment. It's just, things get lost. It's like hard to get around to everything. But yeah, I'll definitely check that one out. I just love that they're getting into some sort of different environments as well, and they're sort of trying some new stuff out, and it, you know, not kind of beholden to too much of any one of the trilogies or anything. They're kind of mixing it up. So that's looking that way. This is just one of my major backlogs that I have. I've already built that wrong. Like, I've got a lot sitting on the shelf currently. Yeah, I hear you, Southern. I did actually jump in and I got one of the... I've listened to the first 2 audiobooks of High Republic, and it's okay. Like, once you sort of start reading, you get a bit invested, but it was hard to kind of get a grasp on all the characters. There's just so many new characters. And I was like, whatever, you know, like, is it going to be as good as, like, Old Republic or whatever? But yeah, definitely that trailer has really kicked things up. I actually enjoyed the audiobooks. I really like the new enemy in them. I think that is actually I'm more interested in the new enemy than I am in the Jedi, to be honest. And like, that's, if you were even thinking of going to read about them or read the audiobooks or read the books, I would go, like, that's why I would go. And you're probably the same anyway, like you prefer the Imperial side of things and the aliens and stuff, so I think you would dig the enemies. And like the enemies from that trailer are not the same in the books, I don't think, anyway. Unless I've read them way wrong. Slope. Yeah. Yeah, because the Trade Federation's in it, and that's like, wow, okay. They've been around for a lot longer than I thought they've been around for, you know, like prequel era stuff. And I did see like an actual, just a straight up breakdown the other day of it, and there's actually like an N1 Naboo starfighter in there as well, like a crashed one, which just shows that those fighters have been around for forever. Unless the game has some sort of and this is just a thought that I had, unless there is actually some sort of like time continuum type event, you know, like the World Between Worlds, and they actually touch on that in this trailer so that you can span time and space. I don't know. I had a thought that maybe that's where the whole eclipse thing comes from. I don't know. Just an idea. They're kind of reintroducing that to make it a little bit more happy for everyone. Yeah. Yeah. I can't be sure myself. I'm not 100% sure if it's Naboo or not. I mean, it's because it's got the domed roofs, and sort of similar architecture to the Naboo, like Theed, but I don't think it's Theed. Because it seems to be a lot more. Hey Ben Bricks, how you going, man? Good to have you on board. Hey, I'm really digging your latest mountaintop mock, man. It's looking really cool. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's cool. I love that big door you're working on. Like, it looks like it's really, really cool. Hey, can I just say, how good is dark brown? Oh, I think I've said this before on a stream or like any other time, but like dark brown is just the best. It's like one of my favorite colors. Like, I think if this was all in reddish brown, it just wouldn't have the same impact. Because this is just like, I love dark brown. Yeah. Well, you know what, Southern? Maybe that's where the whole, that's where my thinking is, that they're super ancient. And they're kind of coming forth or something like that. Like something really outlandish. I don't know. But they do look like there's some sort of like mining or like a corporation type. They which is like, maybe they're just the first iteration of the Trade Federation, and that's why the Trade Federation's in it so much. But then I think they end up attacking them or something in a trailer. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again. Maybe that's why the Trade Federation went for the battle droids in the end, because these created humans were crap. I'm gonna have to go and watch your bid now, Southern. Oh, we're talking about the Eclipse trailer, Ben. Sorry. And for anyone else who's watching. Have you seen it yet? If you haven't seen the Eclipse trailer, you have my permission to leave the stream now, look at it, and then come back. Because it's really cool. Yeah, and check out Southern's. I'm going straight there after this to have a look at Southern's breakdown, because I am really keen on it. From like both a gamer and a Lego guy as well. I do hope they do some Lego sets. Kind of like what they did with Old Republic would be really cool. I think the Ebon Hawk's in the in that trailer too. Like it's similar. There's a similar type of ship. I don't think it is the Ebon Hawk. But it's definitely similar. Have you seen it, Ben? He's literally left the stream so we can go and watch it now. It's really poor marketing to tell people to leave the stream to go and watch something else. But I guess I did tell them to come back. I'm just doing my part for society. I love how this is looking, hey? Like, so good. I think this time I will probably mod this a little bit at some point so it looks a little bit better on the shelf. Maybe like, I don't know, like just some of the edges and maybe get this onto some sort of base plate or something. So it actually is kind of looking a bit better even. Maybe actually even put this onto like a bit better freeform base or something. That would be kind of cool. Oh, that's true, Ben. It is about 50. He's dead set gone for like 15 minutes. Yeah, they look so cool. Hey, they just add like this piece here, this whole thing would just, I don't actually think it would have half as much impact if it didn't have those two pieces on it. Just wouldn't happen. It's crazy how like one little tiny section can really just make a build just really, really cool. Yeah, don't watch it now. Yeah, it's a game, Ben. There has been more details that have come out about it. I don't think it's a it's not like open world, but it's like choose your own adventure type thing where like you have multiple different outcomes. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's what I will like about, like, I loved Jedi Fallen Order. Like, it was, for me, that is my kind of game. Like, I like the real story based games and that type of thing. And like it's basically like a Naughty Dog kind of Uncharted version of that, which is really like, I really like that. But and like some of the environments and stuff in there are awesome. Like I look forward to at some point once I get done with the Batu mock doing some JFO stuff. I think would be cool. But yeah, I think this one is going to really rock it because it's going to be a very different story, kind of new characters and stuff like that. Yeah, that's fair enough, Ben. But you can still like cinematics though. They look really cool. And hopefully they bring out some sick Lego sets to go with it. What do you guys reckon? Do you reckon like a freeform, like a nicer freeform, like sloped with some of these on here, like really breaking it down would look cool? To like really mix this whole thing up. I reckon that would work pretty sick. Yeah, yeah, I reckon they will probably do something similar to that in terms of the movies aspect of it. Yeah, I am really interested to see how they work all that in there for sure. Yeah, yeah. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I think that they're probably going to just wait. I would say this game could actually be the thing that would trigger Lego sets, because although like yeah they're doing a big publishing push with the High Republic, I don't think we're going to see any kind of High Republic stuff until like they bring out something that is, I know like books obviously you know like lots of people read books, but then like with a game it's a lot more mainstream, and it can be more media driven, which means that then they can then drive the sales up as well. So I would be, yeah, I reckon, I'm hoping that they do some Lego sets from the game as well, because that would be cool. And they have like historically obviously done them previously. I don't know how they sold like the old Republic stuff. Okay, hey, where do you guys stand on like the, you know, like the Lego app where you can do all your instructions through the app, or just like old school instruction books? Because like I don't know, I had the Mario sets where you have to use the app, like the playset versions, and I just really was not a fan. I kind of like I work in computers and that all day, and I don't know, I wasn't really a big fan of the fact that I had to then still use that. I kind of like that Lego is tangible. But I'd like to get other people's thoughts on it, because I'm sure some people are like, yeah, no, it's super cool, and I just give all my instruction booklets in like around and all that type of thing, but I just prefer it. I know even building like the Ghost, the one downer of building the Ghost is that I had to use a computer to actually do it. And like, I got no problems using computers, but like I just prefer the books for sure. So be super keen to hear what other people think about it, because I really hope they don't do that all the time, or like don't only do it. Like I'm sure it's good for the environment doing it through the doing it digitally, which I'm sure is why they probably can end up moving that way. Sick. I'm gonna have to shift this camera back soon. Yeah, I'm about the same. Like I still build some of my mocks on Stud.io. So, oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, and I mean that makes sense. Like when you're doing, like when you're parting something out, it makes total sense to do it that way. Because like, who wants to just pay to get an instruction set in when you haven't got the official set anyway, and you're just parting it out? I've actually got it's one in the backlog. I've got the newer Final Duel, the more recent one. I don't know if you've seen both, Southern. What's the opinion on the 2015? Yeah, cool, Ben. The 2015 versus the newer one. Is it like 2020, 2019 it came out, the later one? I think it was 2019. Yeah. Yeah, man, I've actually got, I'm so ashamed to say this, but I've got I got the Falcon, like the UCS Falcon on a deal ages ago, but it was just as I was starting out the channel, and basically I got the UCS Falcon, the UCS Star Destroyer, the Tantive 4 and the A-Wing, and the final duel set, and Yoda. And I've got a few other smaller ones, but I basically got all of these on a deal, and I've got them on a backlog because I was going to review them on the channel, but then I started doing mocks, and the mocks have just taken over, and I honestly don't have any room for the rest of the sets. But like I walk past the room where they are, and I'm just devastated that I want to build them. So that's why I was kind of starting to build some of these on live streams, which is why I like that idea, is that I kind of can take a break and start building them. So I'm actually going to hopefully get through them, because I'm dying to go through them. And yeah, the Tantive's coming next, Ben. I'm doing that one next. Most definitely is going to be my next build, because I love that ship, and I want to use it in some of my stop motion stuff that's coming up, that I will be announcing soon, very, very soon. I'm going to announce like what the whole stop motion thing that I keep half mentioning is about, but I'm looking forward to it. And the plan is that it's going to be very fan interactive. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to having all you guys involved with it also. I absolutely cannot wait for that. Yeah, look, it's hard. Like, I guess when I started out, I had all of these sets and I wanted to collect them anyway. And so I went, well, you know, like I'll do set reviews, because, you know, set reviews and you can help people. Like, I like the idea of kind of giving your opinion and helping people. But to be brutally honest, like, by the time Solid Bricks does it, M&R Productions does it, and then a couple of the other guys do it, people have got generally a pretty thorough idea of what the product is and whether or not they want to get it or not. And so your opinion then just ends up being your opinion, and no one really cares that much after they've already made up their own mind. And they've already seen it like months and months in advance. So until you can get it, like until I can get sets, which may never happen, in advance, then there's no, like, I'm going to do some reviews when I kind of want to build the set, and I'll just do the review just for the fun of it. But it is a lot of work to do those review videos, just because you want to actually show off the product nicely and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, and as you say, Southern, it doesn't get loads of views. So yeah, advent calendar. Yeah, it does. I've seen the size comparison of them, Ben, and I think it is definitely a good size ship compared to the Tantive. Yes, I have the one with Bail Organa too, and I am very excited about that one. I'd love to do a home one. Yeah, and I agree with you, Ben, to do more of the Rebel capital ships. Or like even the Radis. Like, I'd be happy enough with the Radis. I know it's like a resistance ship, but it'd still be cool. But yeah, I'd love to do a bit more rebel army building. I think I like the fact that they're a bit more ragtaggy. Just have a bit more interest. Yeah, I don't like leaks either. Yep, 100%. You're not backwater. The shield gate would look awesome. I'd love the hammerhead. The hammerhead would be super cool. Like if they did that as a UCS build, I would be all over that. The hammerhead would be awesome. But like, how would you do the shield gate? Like you'd have to propel it. It would have to come with a wicked brick stand. Like if they did some deal so that Wicked Brick could actually just like create a stand for them, that would be sick. I have seen that big home one, and that was actually when I was thinking about what I was going to do, I was like, oh, should I do a big home one, or yeah, like even the medical frigate, like I didn't know what I was going to do, but yeah, I do like the rebel ships. The capital ships are really cool. Yeah, I know I had a couple of unpopular decisions with when they brought out the obviously they brought out the AT-AT. I was hoping beyond hope that they were going to bring out the Death Star 2 again, because I like that as a display piece, and they didn't. So I was a little bit devastated. I'm still a little bit dirty at the AT-AT, to be honest. But yeah, I agree with, like, I'm kind of happy that they've brought out another Republic gunship, because it means I can buy another Republic gunship, because I haven't got any. My clone army is just woefully inadequate. I didn't really get into the Clone Wars until later, and I wasn't a big prequels fan. So yeah, but yeah, the Nebulon, like, I want it. I want them to do something like that. It would be awesome. Again, like one of those, I reckon that would be a hard to display one to make it look good at like a UCS level, but still I would be all over that. If they did like the sim, like I've got up the back there, I've got the Super Star Destroyer is up the back, and that is like really long. If they did like the medical frigate at that size, that would be sick. Yeah, to be honest, I actually bought a lot of the smaller ones again to do reviews, and also because I've got smaller kids, like they're kind of 6, 4, and 1, or almost 4 and 1, and so I was like, oh, they can kind of play with those smaller ones, but yeah, I wish I had have held out maybe for some of the bigger ships later. Yeah, the transports, the transport ships that kind of have that white shell, and then they have all of the kind of underbelly of them. I can't believe they haven't done one of those. Like, that would be a really sick looking ship. I'm guessing you're super keen on Rebels then, Ben? Because I know I am. You're more on the Imperial side, aren't you, Southern? Oh, yep. You're one of those. Alright, wicket time. Yeah, wicket time. There he is. Here we go, let's all see it work. Let's see if it works. Take that one off. We all ready for this? Oh, we can all see it. Yeah, the rebel fleet is cool. Here we go. You ready? Oh, come on! Didn't work. Ah! There he goes. That works. Yeah, they did. They talk a lot about that in. I mean, you can justify it all you want, but really, that might have been his guys, but he totally did it. Yeah, the Yuzhong bomb. I still reckon they'd be cool if they brought them in. No money to buy stuff. Dude, I do hear you. I've basically spent all the money. The money that I do have, I spent on the mock. So I got the bag 3. Hooray. Yeah. Do you know what? There's one thing that you guys, I really think you guys are going to like what I do next on the channel. I reckon if Ben was your bank account, he might have more money to buy more Lego. He keeps stealing from it. Hey, Ruth. No, so, oh, you know what? I'm gonna let you guys in on a little sneak. You guys have been here like every week, so basically, I'm going to be doing a new saga. It's a mixture of stop motion and like it'll have contests and all this other sort of stuff in it. And basically, it's fan interactive. So, going to have contests where I get input from all of you guys, and I put together what is essentially like a canonical saga. With new characters and new areas and that, and it is going to be based around Batu, but it's essentially bringing everything together from you guys and other builders and stuff like that. So it'll hopefully bring some more people to the channel, but also like I know a lot of concept artists and animators and stuff like that. So I'm going to bring all of those guys to try and get them involved with it as well, and run some concept art. Like concepts, contests and things like that also, and just try and build my own saga, which is not necessarily built off the original saga and sequencing. Next year, that's the idea. Yeah, so stop motion episodes inside Batu, which is why I built Batu as well. and that's why I'm actually building it more modular now, because I need to be able to bring out some of it to film a bit easier. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some stop motion stuff, but it's not just limited to that. I'm going to also do like some side quest contests where people can come up with their own side quest with like some of the cast of characters, and it's going to be like an ensemble cast. So it may be that someone goes away and tells a story about like one of the droids in the cast, and then the best one that gets voted the best basically then gets put into the overall canon and becomes part of that rolling thing. So yeah, it's I'm hoping it's gonna really be a cool thing where people can invite their friends and everyone can sort of be involved with it, and we have a good time and people win stuff, and like I'm hoping to put up some decent prizes and that as well. But yeah, just get everyone involved and do this big thing together and come up with something really, really cool. No worries, Ben. Thanks heaps for dropping by, man. We'll catch you next time. But yeah, that's a little, pretty much a nutshell explanation of what's going to be going on, and I am actually going to be putting out the announcement, the proper full official announcement for that later. But yeah, the basic, the starting point, I guess if you think about it in like a game sense, Southern, it's like Batuu will be the place where it all kind of kicks off from. And I'm planning on, my challenge, I think, as part of it is to build a saga that's outside of, that doesn't just neglect what's happened in the sequel trilogy, but kind of build around it and build a really interesting story about the galaxy, and hopefully everyone can get invested in those characters and the story that comes about from it, because I've got some ideas about how it could work, and I think it will hopefully really pan out in the end. So, but yeah, that's coming next year, and I'm really pretty pumped about it. Which is why I sort of planned on doing that, and that's why I was building Batuu like I was, because I wanted to have all those elements. What do you think of that? I don't think so. I don't know if my wife would be keen on it. Plus, I'm going to have to maybe try and get some... I think if all of the characters were Aussie, I don't know if it would work. I'll find some of my Kiwi friends to do some old clones. The idea will be that it does span kind of multiple generations though as well. So there will be kind of things that can dart back to the prequel era, and like we're going to do flashback episodes and quests that are in flashback and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped about it, and it doesn't mean that I'm going to lose any of the building aspects either, because it actually means there's going to be more and more of that. So essentially what you're going to get is like once a month you'll get a stop motion episode, or you'll get some or on Instagram you're going to get a lot of like photography that shows quests and tells stories throughout it. And then you'll also get the building, like the mock building throughout on all of the other weeks. So it's really kind of encompassing everything, you know, that it takes. So like think about it, like there's going to be like a behind the scenes constantly being built where we're building kind of different things like throughout it. Hey Ruby. Yeah, we're sort of building different things for the actual stop motions or for the quests, and you know, we're going to have different type of competition. So it's not just, it's like there's story-based competitions as well. So people that aren't builders can be involved with it. It's just a whole thing. So I'm hoping that that really takes off in the next little bit. It's looking pretty cool, that. And yeah, the idea is to get other creators obviously involved as well, so we can get this kind of community base behind it. So that should be a lot of fun. Ciao. I'm probably going to finish this bag and then I will have to head to work. So we're about an hour in. Yeah. Oh no, my pages. Cranky on this one. Oh, I have no idea, but how good would it be if we do get one? I don't think it's ever going to happen. I mean, they do, like, what I don't get is, like, they do so many molds for, they've done so many different molds for like Ninjago and that. How are they not going to get sale and resale from creating a mold like for Star Wars? So I don't know. I reckon that they could do some more, and they're always doing new Stormtrooper molds or new, like. I don't know if I 100% buy the whole argument about it's the expense. Because if they actually looked at it as a broader thing where it's like, okay, well, where can we use this character in more spots? I think they could pay that off. There's lots of characters like that that I'd like to get. I haven't got a Duros. Is there a... Oh, Boss Nass? He would be sick. Hang on, they have done a Boss Nass though, right? Have they not? I swear they've done a Boss Nass. But like an old school Gungan model. Like with no paint or anything. No? Or am I losing my mind? Maybe that was just wishful thinking. Yeah, I thought the is the Duros. Yeah, I guess it is. Like, I'm just trying to think of it. Like from the Rebel pack. I'd love to get some Duroses. Did you see that one in the of course you did, right? You did a breakdown of it. The Duros in the Eclipse trailer. He looked pretty cool with his like banged up eye and everything. No, okay. It is wishful thinking then. I 100% believe you. I don't know why I just had this vague... Yeah, with the eye patch, he looked badass. Hey, just back to the Cloud City set. What did you think of the Cloud City set? Because it's one that like in terms of the master builders, I didn't get that one because I was sort of not. I had this thing against play sets at that point. But then I bought the Cantina. So I'm a liar. He's a liar. Yeah. But they do that. They do that a lot. All right. Okay, show background here. Ciao. Turn that around. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I guess that's probably the driver for them though, to sell those, to make sure they sell those sets. But then I think like later on, I don't see the benefit so much in Lego not doing that for Lego. Like, why not just in like a year's time or 2 years time even just release more of like that Lando figure? So like initially they're still going to get those purchases, but I guess maybe they've got their some sort of thinking on the secondary market, and like if they keep some Lego at a higher value, then they're going to get more people purchasing it, maybe just for the sake of it's an investment, you know. I don't know, they got strategists and I am not one. Yeah, 100%, man. I don't know why they do it. Like, there's no, I don't see them. I don't see their benefit in it. You know what I mean? Like, I get people in general who collect it and they're kind of they're splashing all that cash because they want to collect those rare figures, and then feeling a bit gypped then that they spent all the money to get that one rare figure. For people that collect them for rare figures, like, I get that. I get that people are maybe a bit annoyed by them bringing stuff out, but then that's not what it's really about. Like, for Lego, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see why they don't do it. You know, because from their benefit, well, they're going to sell a lot more of those smaller price sets because people want to buy get Lando. Yeah. I don't know. Do not know. Alright, so this is pretty cool. I like that they incorporate a lot of these tubes in there. They are not simple sometimes to get in there. Yeah. Ah! Well, like, it's not just for children. It's they know. Everyone knows it's for everyone. It's 100% for everyone. So they're only going to use it for what they want to use it for. You know. Depends on what story they're trying to tell. It's such a cool set. This. Spin it around so you guys can see it. Love the use for the droid arms. And then here we go. This is cool because we're going to start. This one is pretty awesome. So I'm going to shift that over a little bit. I like how they do these. Basically tubes. I'm actually going to use a similar thing for the interior of Doc Ondar's as well. How many is there? And it sucks when these ones break too, because then your thing won't work. Yeah, this is cool. And then basically it's just gonna snap to all of these. Click, 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 click. And then these snap to this. Like, seriously, one of my favorite sets because of this. Actually, I'm gonna have to go further out. So you told them wrong. Right. It's a little bit fiddly, but it's still really cool. I don't mind because it's cool. Yeah, I agree. All right. There we go. Super cool. Love that. Love that little railing that's going there. It's really good. And then more. This is where they create the ladder. The ladder's going to be fun. Now, I don't know how many I've actually got of these that aren't broken, because I do have a couple of broken ones. Actually, I don't know if this is blue. I don't know if this is actually the ladder. I think this is the walking bridge. Maybe not. Yeah, and it clips onto the other side from memory. I would say if they're bringing out trailers, no, I don't think it'll be 2 years. I don't think it'll be 2 years. Like, I know they're trying to pump up with the big cinematic trailer. I don't think it's going to be 2 years worth though. Not this time. Because it's not like they're like, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be doing anything that is going to break the bank in terms of like stuff that hasn't been done already. I think it's just they're going to use kind of really good, hopefully they're going to use good techniques to tell this really cool story. But it's going to be things that generally have been done before in terms of like the amount of you know, environments and things like that. I think that they will have, I think technologically they're not going to have too much of an issue. But whereas I think like Star Wars Lego might be a bit too expansive, a bit too crazy, a bit too open, and that's maybe why that's been put off so long. But I think this one will get done pretty quick. There you go, the ladder. Last few bits on the top, and then I'm going to call this one, I think, because I got to go to work, and I've still got to watch Southern's review. Well, breakdown. I'm running out of space. There's more. I'm gonna have to go back wider with this camera for sure, because it's bigger and bigger and bigger. Try and go back a bit further. Let's try there. Like this. Like this. I don't know. I've not understood that either. I don't know why they don't use the same kind of, Like, in all honesty, they should just keep Filoni at the top and get the story writers in that do the games and the movies and the TV shows and have everyone kind of working together on it. Like, I get that they want to bring in different stories and different perspectives, but there needs to be this kind of more overarching line of where they're going to take everything. Change my camera, I think, for next year, next time out. Okay. Almost done here. Up here. Cool. Nope. Such a cool set. I love this set. I love everything about it. At least one piece short here, and this is my wife organizes my sets. So this says, oh wait, what does it say? Do not use until built. So this is for me, so I don't steal these parts until the actual build is built, which means that all of these parts are in some way, shape, or form missing from the build bags. So she's pretty good like that, because at least I know now that's the first place to go when I can't find a piece. All right, cooking gas now. Almost done. I know, I'm sorry, man. I love this set. I really do love this set. It's really well put together. It's a lot of fun. It looks really cool. It's got a lot of like organic interest points. They've worked in the plant life really well. Just, it looks great. Sorry. The minifig selection in this set is really good too. But I'm almost finished this bag. Okay. And then I will show you on the webcam because it's a bit hard to see it from there. All right. Now on the right side. this one goes through here, and it's a bit, there we go, and there, and we are done for this set, I think. This bag, yep. Cool. I'll put these back in there. So there you go. This is it. Pretty snazzy. Like, just really cool, this one. Loving the branches that they've got on there. Just in here, like, I like that they just build on top of. It looks so cool. I'll do a tilt pan. Yeah, well, it's like a full set of Ewok. Like, I love the Ewoks. The Ewoks are like my favorite. I'm like, look, you get Wicket, and like you get a couple of, you get a bunch of Scout Troopers. You get a bunch of extra helmets in this as well, because they're playing the drums on it. So that's pretty awesome too. Yeah, it's one of those. It is a really cool set, hey. I look forward to finishing it off. Anyways, that's me for today, everyone. So those of you that came, thank you very much. It was great to have you guys around, especially Southern and Ben Bricks. Good chatting with both of you. If you want to check out Ben Bricks, go have a look at his new mock, and obviously Southern, I'm going to go. I've got probably just enough time to watch your breakdown vid before I start work, so I'm going to head over there right now and check that one out. So yeah, next Tuesday, I'm actually going away for a little bit at Christmas, so I won't be doing lives for the next 2 weeks. I'm not likely to be doing lives for the next 2 weeks, but I am going to try and have some content that's going to be coming out on Tuesdays, just in place of it. And also I'm going to do a little review back, and then also the announcement, the proper announcement for the special event that is coming up soon. So yeah, see you Southern, and thank you very much, and I'll catch all of you guys later. Bye bye. May the bricks be with you. All over it, buddy.